Good day, everyone, especially to you, sir. Today, I am going to present to you my presentation. It's all about land biomes of Asia, what they do, what they gave us, and the challenges they face. This presentation walks through Asia's major land biomes from tropical rainforest to Arctic tundra, showing their rules, benefits, and pressure each faces. Tropical rainforest. It is located in Southeast Asia, Borneo, Sumatra, and Mali Peninsula. Major rule regulates regional rainfall and climate, extremely high biodiversity and genetic resources. Benefits to people timber, sustainability harvested, non timber products, medicinal plants, fruits, resins, ecotourism, and fisheries supported by healthy watersheds. Challenges large scale deforestation for palm oil, logging, and agriculture, habitat fragmentation, peat drainage fires, carbon emission. Tropical rainforest holds enormous biodiversity and help regulate climate, but rapid clearing for agriculture threatens species and local patterns. So this is the picture of Borneo rainforest. Next is tropical seasonal monsoon. Tropical deciduous forest, India, part of Southeast Asia. The role is seasonal forests that store water in wet months and supports seasonal wildfire migrations. The benefits is fuel wood, timber, grazing land, and agricultural soils regenerated by seasonal leaf litters. Challenges overgazing, fire during dry season, conversion to cropland and plantation, loss to soil fertility. Monsoon forests are adapted to wet dry cycles and are vital for local livelihoods, but they're vulnerable to fire and overuse in dry season. So this is the monsoon forest in India. Next is temperate broadleaf and mixed forest located in East Asia, especially in China, Japan, and Korea. The role is seasonal carbon storage and soil stabilization, important biodiversity corridors. Benefits are timber recreation, watershed protection, and scenic seasonal tourism or autumn foliage. So the challenges are urban expansion, fragmentation, invasive species, and air pollution impact. This forest supports varied wildlife and human recreation. Planning and protected corridors are key to their long-term health. So this is the picture of temperate forest in Japan. Boreal forest or taiga located in Siberia or Russian Far East. The rule one of the planet's largest terrestrial carbon reservoirs, soils and trees, supports cold adapted biodiversity and long range climate regulation. Benefit timber and pulp industries, freshwater regulation, cultural livelihood for indigenous peoples. Challenges Perma- permafrost though releasing greenhouse gases, wildlife, wildfires, lagging pressures, and infrastructure expansion. Taiga stores huge amount of carbon. Warming and permafrost thaw could turn it from carbon sink to source. So this is the picture of Siberia taiga forest. Next is temperate grasslands or Eurasian steppes located in Mongolia or Central Asia. The rule carbon storage in deep soils supports migratory herds and predator prey system. Benefits livestock grazing, pastoralism, fiber or wool, cultural heritage, and open landscape for wind energy. Challenges: overgrazing, desertification, conversion to grass cropland, loss of native grasses and biodiversity. The steppe have fed pastoral societies for millennia. Sustainable grazing and restoration prevent degradation. So this is the Kazakh steppe located in Kazakhstan. Next is desert, Gobi Arabian deserts. The rule is harsh but ecologically important. Unique adapted flora or fauna and geomorphological processes. Benefits: mineral and energy resources, mining sometimes, solar wind, and specific cultural landscape. Challenges: desertification expanded into marginal lands, unsustainable water extraction, and habitat loss from mining and roads. Deserts are seem barren but host unique species and resources. Careless development accelerates desertification. So this is the picture of Takmalakan Desert. Montane or alpine located in Himalaya, Tibetan Plateau, and other Asian mountains. The rule: water towers for Asia, source of major rivers Indus, Ganges, Yangtze, and Mekong. Unique high altitude biodiversity and climate refugia. Benefits: freshwater supplies for millions, hydroelectric potential, medicinal plants, pastoralism and tourism. Challenges: glacier retreat, reduced seasonal flows, landslides from the established slopes, over tourism, and loss of mountain biodiversity. Mountains fed major rivers. Glacier loss and land instability threatens water security downstream. So this is the picture, the mountain meadow in Nepal. Next is Mediterranean shrubland, located in Western Asia and parts of Turkey and Iran. Rule: fire adapted ecosystem that host specialized flora and fauna, protect soils on slope. Benefits: olives, grapes, aromatic herbs, tourism, and agro-ecosystem services. Challenges: urbanization, agricultural expansion, frequent wildfires, invasive plants, and soil erosion. Mediterranean type biomes are productive for food crops but are vulnerable to fire and land conversion. So this is the picture of Mediterranean scrub Turkey Makwi. Next is mangroves and coastal forest. It is located in sub Sundarbans Southeast Asian coast. Role: coastal protection, storms and tsunami buffering, nursery habitats for fish, carbon storage or blue carbon. Benefits: fisheries, timber, honey, shoreline protection and tourism. Challenges: coastal development, shrimp farming, sea level rise, pollution, and upstream freshwater diversion. Mangroves protect coast and livelihoods. Their loss increase vulnerability and to storm and reduce fish stocks. So this is the picture of Sundarbans mangrove. Lastly is the Arctic tundra or located in far northern Siberia. Role holds permafrost carbon and support specialized Arctic species and migratory birds. Benefits: indigenous livelihoods, reindeer herding, unique biodiversity, and specific value. Challenges: rapid warming, permafrost thaw, altered hydrology, and opening of areas to new resource extraction. Arctic tundra is changing faster than many regions. Permafrost thaw has global climate implication. So this is the picture of Siberian tundra landscape. Conservation and management action. Protected areas and corridors to reduce fragmentation. Sustainable forest management and agroforestry in community-based. Restoration. Reforestation, grassland restoration, mangrove rehabilitation, climate adaptation, water source planning, glacier monitoring, fire management, support indigenous and local community rights and tradition management. A mix of protection, sustainable use, restoration, and community rights gives the best chance to keep these biomes healthy. So that could be all, and thank you.